This is Sean Winders, digital coach for Union County School Districts. I'm going to work with you on getting classrooms imported into Gradecam. So first thing I would start with is start off in Infinite Campus. And if you scroll down on the left side, you'll have a reports option. There's Reports Planner. This is a real handy tool too if you want to have a printout of your roster. Go to Blank Spreadsheet under the Reports section. And you can customize this to where there's only one cell, 4 cells. But this is going to have a kind of a check sheet for each kid, and it'll have their name, their student number, and their grade. So if you will actually select your section, you don't have to worry about giving it a name, and go ahead and create a sheet. I don't have a roster, so I can't make one for you. But if you create one and then just copy the cell that has everybody's names listed in there, you can then copy that. And now I'm going to jump over into my Google Drive. I'm going to go new and create a sheet. Now I'm going to jump into a sheet that I already have made and just go ahead and paste the student ID info that you have there. You'll notice that it will most likely just fill up one column. I'm going to show you how to break that apart. So I am going to click column A, and we're going to break this data up. And this is a pretty neat little feature. If you go into data, split text to columns. Now, where there was a comma in there, it just broke those apart. But you'll notice the ID is still attached. I'm going to move on to column B. And I'm going to do the same thing again, but instead of having it split where the comma is, we're going to split based on a space. And so now it's broken last name, first name, and student ID. Now, make sure at the top you title this whatever period you want. Let's say this is my roster for second period. Go ahead and create a Excel sheet, a Google sheet for each of your classes. But we have to do one more thing. I don't want to leave this as a Google sheet. When I get back into Gradecam, it's going to want it as a special file type. So I'm going to say File, Download As, and I want to make this a CSV file. And it should pop up that it's downloaded. I'm working off of a Chromebook. So we click over here. You can see it's just a CSV. It looks more Excel-y. So I'm going to close that out. I just wanted to verify that that's going to exist. All right, now let's get into Gradecam. So we're going to log in. Now on Gradecam, we're going to go to Classes. And you're going to want to click New. And it's going to let you do your class name and your period. I already have one kind of started, so I'm just going to jump over to there. Now you have the option to do new again. If you just tap it, it's going to do one student at a time. But if you hit the arrow, you should see create new student or import student. We're going to import students, and I want a .csv. So I'm going to select files from my computer. Now this is one thing I really love about Google products is I can just click recent, and I should see something that I've recently done, roster PD sheet .csv. So I'm going to choose that. Let me hide that. So now I have column A, column B, and column C. Row 1 is going to be no header. If you had put over top of it last name, first name, student ID, you'll distinguish that as row 1 header. But I didn't put that on there, so I'm going to have that as no header. Click next. Now column A, student's first name needs to be column B. last name needs to be column A. Student ID is C, and Gradecam ID is also C. They're going to both be that. If for some reason these are switched around, you can always choose a different layout for it and click Next. So there's student ID numbers, same as the Gradecam numbers, and I do run import. Import complete, and I hit done, and now I have my students done. Last name, first name, student ID numbers. All right, if you have any questions, just don't hesitate to ask.